Hello, hello, party people. My name is, of course, Bricky, and welcome back to another quick episode of Subnautica. I've done a little bit of work on the base, and by a little bit, I mean I've done a lot. It has changed quite a bit. There is a lot of new shit that I've come into this base, so I'm going to go through it with you just a little bit, so you can see the glory that is the new Brick Base 1. So for starters, we have, of course, our Prawn Suit docking bay, currently alongside our Sea Moth docking bay. So we've got two moon pools, just so they can always have full power cells, just in case. Past that, we have our scanner room right here. Nothing too special going on in that little area. It's pretty standard. Nothing really too crazy, honestly. And then, of course, this is as you could tell, all the wall lockers are gone. This is the last one. I should probably remove that one. But all these wall lockers are currently removed right now. Now here we are. Here's my first bioreactor. Has only one fish left in there, but that's fine. Same with that one. If you go up a little bit, you have two water filtration systems, which gives you so much water. It gives you 50 H2O, and it gives you 2 salt and 2 of these after barely any effort. It's so good. It's actually probably overpowered as fuck. But anyway, and this is the new brick zone. This has all of my stuff in here. We have our fabricator, our battery charger, our power cell charger, all the cells that we're currently carrying. I only have batteries, so it's whatever. And then a bunch of lockers. This one has all my titanium. This one has a lot of ore. This one has even more ore, along with a radio, medkit fabricator. I'll take that. A medkit storage area for the medkits, modification station, trash can in case I got some crap that I don't need, like this fire extinguisher is a pretty good one. And then another locker full of a bunch of miscellaneous bullshit. That is kind of where we're at right now. Now, you can have the cave sulfur and the silicon rubber, of course. And this is food for the new trip we're going to be taking. Actually, I probably could just put this in there too. For the trip we're going to be taking very, very soon. I'm actually going to keep that right there. You two can go in there, and then miscellaneous can have the creature egg as well as the fire extinguisher. Bada bing, bada boom. This is the new place. But before I end it, we have an observatory right here. I love where it's located too, because you're literally on the edge of a cliff into the edge of certain death. Certain death awaits me right over there. And you can still sometimes hear, past the loud music right now, the sound of a goddamn reaper just swimming out there. Because it's right there, which is really cool. So that is kind of where we're at right now. If you're wondering what's in the multi-purpose rooms that are below, nothing yet. We're going to put nuclear reactors down there when I'm able to get a nuclear reactor, so that comes later. But that is where we are, and it is super cool. But before we actually go hunting, because we have a very special thing we're doing this episode, we kind of want to do a little bit of PDA reading, because we're a little bit ahead of the story, and I think it's good that we can go ahead and, you know, start reading the story in the meantime. So if this is the voice log, this is whatever, obviously. Fine. There we go. Come on. Okay. Well, I gotta scroll up through all of them. Nah, whatever. I'll just screw it. Anyway, the data bank here. There's a little bit of alien eggs here. Just it's a lot of alien eggs. It's whatever. But what matters the most is, of course, the different kinds of well, indigenous life form is kind of cool. We could start with that. It's just, but these are just like little bits of lore, like giant coral tubes, table coral, obviously, fauna, carnivores, the sand shark, stalker teeth, herbivores, the bladderfish, the peeper leviathan, sky rays, bleeders, and cave crawlers, and of course then the flora, like acid mushrooms, bulba trees, gel sacks, sulfur plants, and then of course that spooky stinger, the nettle. There's just plenty to go about the place. I'm surprised it's not telling me that I've looked at it or not, which is a little bit annoying, but whatever. Environment scan. Oh, I haven't seen this. Category 3 ocean planet. Oh, so this is the planet. 4546b is the name of the planet. Category 3 ocean planet, oxygen, nitrogen, atmosphere, thank fucking God. Extensive biodiversity. Safety warnings. May support Leviathan class predators. May. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Planet is beyond Federation space. Rescue unlikely. Yeah, then of course limestone outcrops, rubies, and all the scattered wreckages. So the big thing to note here is outside of Federation space, so we are kind of fucked. The sunbeam is coming, but they should have arrived like years ago, but I haven't touched the thing yet. It is not recommended to explore the environment without hazardous suits. The usual thing. But what matters the most here is, well, blueprints are always nice, of course, light sticks and all that kind of crap. Time capsules are always neat. Habitats are, installations are all this crap. But what matters the most is actually data downloads. Data downloads is the story to the game. So if you go to alien data, we can figure some stuff out like force field control terminal. It says device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature, no ship. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. Technology is far beyond anything encountered, blah, 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 blah. What matters is we gotta get that little purple thing in there, which is this purple tablet. Resembles a little U lib in purple. Technology is far beyond Federation levels, and there is no obvious way to interface with it. It should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary, which you can. You need crystals and diamond. Alright, so now comes the more important stuff. Aurora survivors. So, Aurora engineering drone log.
Exiting sleep mode.
Ooh.
Loading voice recognition.
Hello.
Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer you identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
That's
Hey, Berkeley,
repulsion cannon.
install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, Drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion.
Aha.
Recalibrate sensors.
Told you.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweaked the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know...
His name's Albert now.
Albert, I know it's not your fault, but it would really help me do my job if you'd bring me what I asked for. Thanks for your time.
Propulsion cannon retrieved.
God
Thank
damn
you.
it.
Now go
Sassy
away.
drone.
Entering hibernation mode.
Boss, this hobby of yours isn't making my job any easier. Or safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being so bored I take a spacewalk in my skivvies.
That would be bad. Okay. LifePod 13 emissaries voice log. This is important, I believe.
Live pod launch sequence initiated.
Excellent. Right, this is the emissary.
Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one. On and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
So if I recall entirely correctly, actually, where are these public documents? This might be a little bit easier. The Aurora was carrying a diplomat, an emissary. There's an arms pamphlet here on the Altera Corporation. It's pretty simple, nothing really too crazy going on here. It's just a training academy. Launches the Aurora. Pronounce the Altera launch. Okay, the furthest reaches of inhabited space are due to expand as Altera Corp launches a newly constructed capital ship carrying a phase gate bound for the Radian Arm. The Aurora will travel from a space dock on the edge of Altera space, making hundreds of consecutive phase gate jumps through 9 different transgov authorities, and arrive on the far side of the whatever arm in 3 months' time. From there, the command crew will pilot the ship beyond the final phase gate, arriving in the next solar system approximately 18 months later. There, the elite team of engineers will begin a 6-month construction project on the new phase gate, a multi-trillion credit investment. In the absence of existing infrastructure in the region, the vessel is equipped with advanced thermal and nuclear power facilities. Currently operates 9% of all phase gates in the galaxy. If the Aurora's mission is successful, Altera will have outmaneuvered a cabal of Mongolian corporations operating a range of outposts and mines in the region. So they're making a bunch of phase gates to get places. Relationship contract legal recording.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you, but I need you to understand that I want to change our arrangement.
I hear what you're saying, and I will try to respect it. How would you like to change it?
I would like to reduce our contact hours
How much further can we do that?
to 0.
You're dumping me.
I'm changing the terms of our relationship.
How is it still a relationship if we don't see each other?
It's a relationship of a kind. You have so many expectations.
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
Don't talk shit on my
That's
prawn
not a
suits.
feeling. It's a judgment.
That
And I feel hostility in what you're saying.
this Wilson
Perhaps your
is like,
jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model.
this person's a
Why can't you just
bitch.
be happy for me?
I am happy for you, and I'm happy for all the guys in the prawn bay. I'm just not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
You're okay. You're both kind of bitches, but this Wilson bitch is wow. I hate her tone of voice. Responsible, autonomous relationships. It's just whatever. Today's menu: cottage pie or nutrient block. Of course. Transgov profile: the Altera Corp. Large suppliers of spacefaring technologies and consumer electronics in the Federation. The official supplier of the TSF, consistently ranked amongst the galaxy's best employers. Begin life as an offensive manufacturer in the mid-22nd century. National motto: you get what you deserve. Jesus. Although most transgovs can trace their roots back to Earth, Altera, literally meaning by Earth, is the only one brazen enough to take its name. During the expansion, Altera supplied arms to all sides, acquiring and housing a vast colonist workforce and making the transition from manufacturer to corporate state. Altera's threat to cease trade was one of the turning points in the conflict, bringing about the end of hostilities and the signing of the Charter. Free enterprise within Altera space is encouraged, but competition is tight and all goods exported off-world must be Altera branded. Profitable businesses are brought out by the state. Owners ascending by the board of directors. Well-known Altera technologies like the Cyclops, submersible, originated with such private enterprises. Despite superficial similarities to national governments, the corporation's lawyers have always maintained that it has no legal obligation to its employees, but voluntarily affects to take on the roles usually served by the democratically elected government. This claim has not yet been tested in Federation courts. This is a hive mind thing. A long one. So, there's the best way I can explain it. Obviously, this was a diplomatic ship going to do a bunch of fucking deals. Literally, we're just doing trade deals and making phase gates and crap. And we have an emissary. Lifepod 17.
Log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. Don't know why no one's coming for me.
Okay, that was kind of sad at the end, but that was all a little bit funny. But man, the Aurora, whew, that was a nice ship. All right, of course, Officer Keen. We saw this one already. He was forced to investigate your orders or disregard my safety and attempt to reach the designated rendezvous coordinates of the nearest landmass, which actually is right there, which is where we're gonna be going very soon. Lifepod 19. Oh, Keen again.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in.
Oh, it's the captain.
This is Keen. Lifepod detached to Cape Planet 4 in 30 seconds.
The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there.
Understood, but
They are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
Your captain's fucking dead. All right, Lifepod 3.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cell rigged to this one should double that.
Cool.
Think there's something out there that's faster?
Oh, sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the life pod.
You're calm about this?
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
Also fair.
Ma'am,
Let's continue.
I need you to stay calm. We're not in immediate danger.
Where are the rescue teams?
The Aurora didn't make it.
So, where are the rescue teams?
They're dead, ma'am. We have rendezvous coordinates, but the route's irradiated.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm head of human resources, ma'am. This is not my expertise. But the PDA says if we can find some lead, we can make radiation suits.
Out there! I am not setting foot outside this life pod without the proper protection.
Don't worry. I'll go.
She really hates her.
What are you doing?
You were gone so long. I thought you'd drowned.
Put the flare down!
I was going to try and attract someone's attention.
That's not a distress flare! Stop waving it around like that. You'll catch the fuel line.
They blew up. Oh, shit. That sucks ass, dude. That really sucks ass. Alright, Aurora black box data. Let's read some of that shit. Woo! Initiate slingshot maneuver around planet 4546b, which is a really cool maneuver. It's basically taking the gravitational pull of the planet and using it to, like, yank you around, you know? High velocity energy pulls detected on planet surface. That's that big structure we saw earlier. Emergency distress signal sent to Altera listening buoy via long-range comm relay. Impact detected. Life pod base on starboard side compromised. Outgoing communications compromised. Emergency evacuation initiated. Manual piloting transfer to Captain Hollister. Life pods 1 through 25 launched successfully, entering planetary atmosphere. Massive impact register. Drive core shields compromised. Emergency bounce backs received from 8 life pods on planet surface. Human life signs detected all over long ranges at T8 hours. One. Personnel unaccounted for, non-essential systems maintenance chief Riley Robinson. Is that me? I don't know. Altera HQ rescue solutions received at to high priority. Shit. Captain's quarters. Oh dear. Drive core shielding breach. Ah, yes, the drive core. That's pretty standard. VR suite. That's whatever. Now the Degassi survivors. Mildly interesting. Aurora auxiliary mission orders. Mission: search and rescue. Target the crew of the Mongolian vessel, which is the emissary, Degassi. Last known position: vicinity of planet 4546b. Contact Mongolian emissary Joki Gasar, Aurora passenger quarters. A Mongolian vessel, the Degassi, disappeared almost a decade ago, carrying with it a high-ranking Mongolian chief. Corporate insurance has purchased passage aboard the Aurora for emissary Kasar, and your orders are to make every reasonable effort to locate and retrieve the Degassi crew members without compromising the primary mission. Confirming the fate of the crew will aid Altera's diplomatic efforts with the Mongolian councils. So, during the mission that the Aurora had, in which it was doing these phase gates and crap, I was wrong. I forgot. We're not carrying an emissary, but the Degassi went missing in this area, so we were tasked to try and go find them. I imagine they were also shot down by the giant fucking gun that this planet has. Of course it does. Let's see. Corporate insurance has purchased passage aboard the Aurora for emissary Kasar. Let's see. And your orders are to make every... Oh, right, I remember that one. Aurora is due to perform a slingshot maneuver around the planet, approximately 13 months post-launch. This will bring the ship within range of the Degassi's last known position. Additional aquatic and all-terrain vehicles have been included in the Aurora's cargo package for this mission. Degassi crew manifesto has been distributed to senior employees in a separate message. Ah, so we were just going to try and detect to see if that they were here or not, and then we got shot down. Oh, man. So who's on the crew? Mercenary, born in the Mongolian states. Here's it. Margaret Maida, freelance security personnel, age 42. Mercenary, experienced ship-to-ship and close quarters combat. Mongolian Defense Force, the Trans-System Federation. Dishonorably discharged from the Federation 15 years ago. Emissary Gassar reports Maida was hired to accompany Paul Torgal on board the Degassi to uncharted space. So now we have some stuff about Degassi's, the Degassi mission.
It might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is.
Oh!
He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out of the window and...
Oh, no shit, dudes. Think about it. Listen to that voice.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater.
I'll let it play.
Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out of the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close.
I mean, it's pretty
Back on
pretty.
the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly.
No.
Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power.
Knowledge is
The
power.
more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy
I like this
without
kid.
proper equipment and network access.
I like this
But
kid.
the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes.
Ooh.
They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in.
Yeah, down there.
What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
I like this kid. I recognize his voice. He's from the cinematic trailer. If you watch the Subnautica cinematic trailer, I realize that this is not your character speaking. This is simply the logs from him.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh my god. Bitch. Slurp, slurp.
Vital signs stabilized.
It's actually kind of cool. Alright, stalker teeth.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering. But I didn't have enough enameled glass.
You need stalker
So
teeth for
I
that.
started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have. And those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me. More than I can say for Father.
Marguerite's a
And I
mercenary.
worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed. She dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm.
Oh, she got bit.
I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat.
I don't blame
Maybe
him.
with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
I mean, the way I get stalker teeth is the stalkers try to bite my sea moth, and when they bite it, their teeth come dislodged. So actually, Sling, if you need that stalker teeth, ride your sea moth next to them. Sometimes they'll go and they'll try to bite the shit, and then it just spits it out. Look down, and there's a stalker tooth. It's a little RNG, but it's fun.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy.
Money.
I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
Weird.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning.
What's with her?
Real slow.
She's like
If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's
She's
gonna
all
do it again
fucking
and
Texas.
again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I have an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
Oh yeah, she's kind of a bitch. That's just environment log, nothing too crazy. Large subterranean cavern with multiple entrances. Conditions support a unique microcosm of predatory life forms. Alright, last thing.
You know what Maida told me today?
I think I just heard
She
it.
wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level.
I think I have that on my
Over a
radar.
kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm.
Ariadne,
that's
hard.
Otherwise,
That doesn't...
I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but
oh
I
wow,
learned on this
people
planet
are living
there's
for a
no
while.
swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degasi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers.
Uh-huh,
And
yep.
all the
I
while
just
behold
realized
an
that
old
Degasi
age
did get
gets me
shot
before the
out.
sea monsters do.
Yep.
I'll give
Yep.
Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel.
Which is for...
Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
Alright, we're caught up. I know that was like 20-something minutes of just pure lore and PDAs. But, you know, it's something, sometimes you gotta do it. I was so far ahead of the lore in this game. Like, I went way too far, too fast. But I just really wanted my prawn suit, you know? I just really wanted it, so it was worth it for me. But anyway, I'm sure... Oh, wrong way. I'm sure you're curious about where we're heading next, if the title of this video hasn't already given it away. But for the time being, we unloaded the Seamoth, and that's next. The interesting thing about this entire situation is we have two choices. We either have the proposed Degasi habitat, which is down here past this Aurora wreckage in this what we would seem to deem as a very healthy, nice area. So there's really two storylines we're chasing here. The Degasi and where it wants to go, and time capsule.
New blueprint acquired.
A toy, a poster, more posters, and some tablets? Would you look at that? Time capsule. Goodbye, planet. This planet may seem like hell, but in reality, it was quite beautiful. Yeah, 9% of the things want to eat your face, but it has so much beauty, history, and was home for me for quite some time. Many new reactor rods when you find it, though. Nice little base you got there, my friend. Not bad. Not bad. Time capsule. That almost looked like another player. I wonder if it was. Never opened a time capsule before. Anyway. Oh my. Well. Oh. More radios. You know, I could click on the radio, but right now I'm kind of just waiting. The radio will come after I do whatever's on this dry land. Well, would you looky here? It has been a very long time since I've ever... The music isn't too subtle. Since I've been to the Grand Reef. It has been a very, very long time since I've been to the Grand Reef, actually. The Grand Reef is quite a place. Very pretty, and contains a lot of very useful tech. But until then, we've got dry land to be a part of. Hello, hello, hello. Looky here.
Integrating new PDA data.
What we
We
got?
have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
I did it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen. 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen. Out.
Looking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Okay, well, that solves that one. It turns out we now know what happened to Keen. Well, we don't know what happened to Keen, because there's nothing left here. They said multiple Leviathan-class signatures, so it's very evident that she is so dead. But I'm actually... I don't remember there being Leviathans here. The Grand Reef is always completely null of Leviathans. There's only three Leviathans that I know of at the moment. I know they added a new Leviathan, but I don't believe it's in the Grand Reef. I guess that's gonna have to be the next discovery, huh? I think the Grand Reef seems fine. Maybe they went too deep. I don't know. That's a little frightening. That, yeah, you know, it happens, I suppose. Dang, it's so nice to be back on this island. This island is so important. And I am a little bit too far ahead. I should probably have touched those high-quality radio messages a long time ago, because I have like 6 radio messages stacked up right now. But I wanted to get the lore read first and get that stuff going on, because, you know, there's 2 parts of this thing. There they are. There's 2 parts of this entire quest, so to speak. Storyline. There's the Dagazi, and then there's the Aurora survivors. And I wanted to get those things ready and done with. The Officer Keen, as it would appear that there is no other, you know, no other waypoints for me. He just said, I guess I'm lost at sea now. Maybe he got stuck and there's like a Leviathan trapping him or some crap. I'm not sure. But either way, that's fine. Bulkhead. I don't remember ever using a bulkhead before. Or how long it takes to scan the fucking thing. Yeah, bulkhead door.
New blueprint acquired.
Yes. Marble melons. Chinese potatoes. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Thank goodness gracious. Hello. Oh, it's Degassi.
Integrating new PDA data.
Well, shit. More Degassi stuff? That's a far drop. That drop will kill me. Oh, I forgot there's a middle ground one. Will this make me slide down, or am I okay? I'm okay. Another Degassi voice line. What we got here?
This
Habitation.
island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
The grow bed!
New blueprint.
Oh, it's so nice to have the grow bed again. So nice. Munch. Munch. I need to keep some of these. Because these things are important. I need these Chinese potatoes and stuff. This is like... Ow. This shit is like... Oh, purple tablet. So important. Like, I don't think you understand how important these grow beds are. In fact, I need the interior grow bed. Because you want any kind of legitimately functioning bioreactor, you need asshole need this stuff.
New PDA data.
Okay. Is there anything here that needed scanning? Hatch. Doesn't look like it. Alright. We got some more PDA data. Wow, we have a lot of shit here. What else? Storm!
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Toro Road has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
That's a hot...
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Kind of a bitch, but
What is
makes a
that
good
thing?
point.
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
This lady's kind of a bitch.
Integrating new
I don't like her.
PDA data.
There's more PDA stuff, though.
New blueprint acquired.
And the new blueprints, because just thank God, man. Do you understand how nice it is? Wait. Oh, right, I need to... Damn it. I only need one. I think I have enough for all three now. I think I'm good. Alright, all we gotta do is listen to these final voice logs and we're good.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone.
Alone?
Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me.
Oh yeah, you're infected too.
Visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet.
Oh, they're dead.
It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Oh, that was from the trailer. But wait a minute. That's Return from the Deep. I wish there was a... What's this?
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degati wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue.
The insurance company.
In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Or possibly never. Considering it's the insurance company. When was the last time an insurance company did anything fast? Never. They never do anything fast. Well, this has been a bit of a lore dump episode, as I'm sure you're aware. Very long one, and there's a lot more to come, but I did kind of take a little bit too long to get that shit going, you know, so in reality, it's really not that much of a problem. It was something I needed to do anyway, but now we kind of get a little bit more of the story. Now you understand kind of why we're here, and what we're doing more specifically. So, which is, in its own right, very important. So, what is nice right now is that if I yank myself plenty of titanium... That's not much titanium at all. That's okay, though. I have this locker where I can stick all this crap in that I found in that time capsule. But if I grab all the titanium from this area, what we have now is probably one of the most important things that you can have in a long time. Oh, that's what this is for. The grow bed. The interior grow bed. If you ever think that this thing is not the greatest fucking thing in this entire game, you are a wrong liar. This thing is so important because I can click on it and stick a lantern tree in there. And I can click on it and stick a Chinese potato plant and some marble melons in there. And now we wait. And as we wait, soon this will yield a ton of food. Where does that food go? Right here. This has changed everything. This has changed how I can play the game. Now, we're gonna be looking for the Cyclops, and when we do, we can place those inside the Cyclops. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.